A quick disclaimer before the episode begins. This is the first episode of Arc 2 of the story. We do our best to provide a summary of what's happened so far in the first quarter of the episode, but we do leave a lot of pieces out. If possible, we'd love it if you listen to all of the episodes, especially Arc 0. You'll not only learn about the two player characters, but get a complete insight into the world that we built. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy.
The following podcast is a member of the Pokecasters Network. Pokecasters Network, supporting Pokemon content creators, their shows, and the community of Pokemon fans. To find out more, check out PokecastersNetwork.com or find us on Twitter and Facebook.
It's not actually been multiple weeks, and I've already forgotten how to do this. Alright, let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, welcome to Not a Scratch, the only place in the world that believes that Scratch is an overpowered move. I'm your host, your DM, your PM, your GM, Anirudh himself, and with me an individual who has played one MLS minute and scored a red card on that minute.
It's me, Mansour, and you don't score red cards, you just get them. They're like gifts, but bad.
You scored a red card in your 1 minute in the MLS.
Hey, listen, and I've got somebody here who played a whole season with the MLS and got a red card in every single game.
It's me, Mohammed, but if you want to get technical, that's not possible because you can't play, when you get a red card, you get suspended for the next game. So I could only have max played half of the games in that season and gotten red cards.
Oh, got me there on the technicality. Also, unrelated, there's a squirrel outside, like, my window, but I can only see its tail. So it just looks like there's, like, this bushy, like, string. Fur just hanging out outside my window. So
Seems legit, I suppose.
it's kind of cute. It's like twitching.
Hello.
And, like, slightly moving. Sorry.
This is Not a Scratch. This is what we talk about. We talk about squirrel tails specifically. Yeah. How you guys doing? It has been... We're gonna pretend like it's been multiple weeks. How has it been, all of these multiple weeks?
Oh, it's been so long since the Q&A episode, and it's been so long.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I really definitely haven't seen anything or hung out with any of you people at all since Arc 1, and it's been so, I'm just so nostalgic, and I really want to get back into it, and oh man.
I genuinely don't know if you'll see either of us in person before Arc 1 is completely released. Just saying it. Just putting that out there.
Don't make me sad, please.
Alright, so this is Arc 2. Congratulations. You guys that are listening have survived Arc 1 and mostly unscathed. This is why we call ourselves Not a Scratch, is because we probably don't get scratched. And you thought that story was great. Wait until you hear this pile of flaming garbage that's about to come up. I mean, wonderful content provided to you by your expert first-time DM, Anirudh Narayanan. With that being said, before we go actually into the story, rather than do a recap of the last episode, since that was multiple millennia ago, I'd like to do a recap of your characters. So, all of you listening that have friends that haven't caught up yet, this is a perfect place to start, because all that old stuff can be talked about right now. So, if you guys want to talk about what you guys have been through, what life is like, how have you struggled in the roughly 10 to 12 days, I don't have the exact number off the top of my head, roughly 10 days since you started your adventure.
Wait, like in real life or in the game?
He said characters,
in the
not
game.
players. You're not
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Wait, so where are we at right now? Like in the point of the story?
We're about to leave Shady Grove, and we are transferring from the Bronze Roses to I don't take notes, so I don't remember the name of the other guild. What's the name of the other guild?
The Boulder Stars.
The Boulder
Oh,
Stars.
yeah.
We're about to we're transferring from the Bronze Roses to the Boulder Stars, and we're about to leave.
Also, technically, it's been 2 weeks. We know what we're doing.
Wait, it's been 2 weeks since what?
Since the whole adventure began. So on.
Oh,
be,
like since
yeah.
tryouts. Okay.
Well, not even that. Since the day you left, final day of school, that was 2 weeks ago, and now you
Wow.
guys are. Look at you now. You guys grow up so fast.
I understand the question now. Sorry that took me so long. I think. Well, we just came off of our first success with saving the world, so I think.
Give more background on who Ralph is, because that's the character you play.
What do you mean by who Ralph is? He's a Machop. You should know this by now. This is Arc 2. I'm not gonna spoon feed this to you people.
Anirudh literally just said we're gonna spoon feed so that people who haven't listened to Arc 1 can jump right in with the story.
Oh.
Pay attention.
This is designed for the spoon feeders.
I really zoned out for like that minute where you explained that. Okay. So
I'd like to apologize for
Ralph,
Mansour. He's waiting for a pizza right now, so.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. So yeah, I mean, like over the past 2 weeks, Ralph and Kyle met up, became good friends after the last day of school, and we were sent on a quest to save the world that is probably going to end within 1 year's time. And the only way we can save it is by finding these legendary items that are scattered about the world, and our means of doing so is through a organization that is secret, known as the Recruits of the Lost, and we joined, and it is our job to assemble them to get these legendary items together and save the world. And that's what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks, and we just found one of them, and it's in safekeeping, and we've become very good friends along the way, and that's pretty much what's happened so far. And we're about to go on our next adventure. There, you happy?
Very happy. I'm surprised you left out a minor detail, but that's cool. We can go.
Not important. Not now. This is a new arc. Yeah, Ralph is in a long distance relationship.
All right, new arc, new. All right, cool. Anyway,
Wait,
Kyle,
I'm confused. How did we go? How did
you?
we go from this is Ralph's entire subplot to this isn't important? We're moving on.
Okay. This is my personal take. Yes, Ralph is in a long distance relationship now with Snow, but I do not think that will be the focus of this upcoming arc. I do not think every single time we have some free time, like, it's going to be a major concern. Like, yes, Ralph is going to write to Snow every single day, like letters and whatnot. Like, that's cool. But, like, it should not be the sole focus of his life.
Audience, you heard it here first. The Ralph Snow ship is dead.
It's not dead. It's sailing. It's sailing in a healthy way.
It sailed off into the horizon and is no longer visible and no longer important.
Yeah, because it's going to Bermuda, the best place for the ship to sail
It's
to.
going to the Bermuda Triangle. We're not gonna hear from it again.
Oh no.
Hey,
Alright.
Kyle, you have anything better to talk about?
While Ralph was busy playing hooky during their first 2 weeks on the job, Kyle was, really just trying to
I got a phone
wrap
call.
it.
Let me.
Wow, thanks for interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
Start again. I'm sorry.
Just mute yourself. Just mute yourself and go get your pizza and eat. There, let me be rid of you. Where was I? Okay, yeah, literally right at the start. So Kyle has been in the past 2 weeks trying to wrap his head around, the grave responsibility that was thrust upon his shoulders. And he's had moments where he has felt very much in control and capable, and moments where he has been knocked out, defeated, and just overall torn down and made to feel like the child that he is. But at the end of arc 1, they were Ralph and Kyle, with the help of Aaron, were successful in obtaining the first legendary item, and it gives a much needed dose of confidence and dose of energy to the duo as they head off to search for the next item.
That is pretty much a good summary of both of their characters. That sums up most of the first arc, although we would highly advise checking that out because certain details, characters, people that come back up, you might not quite understand who they are unless you've listened to everything. Not to say that I won't try, along with the characters, I won't try to block you off. So you'll get information in case you've forgotten. I will probably be... I'd be surprised if these guys haven't forgotten some characters who are going to come up in the next few episodes. So
I forget
I
no
think-
one and nothing.
forget purposely, accidentally. I
Pretend
think,
not to know.
with that said, unless you guys have... What was that?
Well, I didn't say anything. I was just shifting in my chair. Mansour closed his door and is presumably acquiring his pizza.
Oh my god. They're giving me pickles with this pizza? What is this? Sorry.
Don't mind his haughtiness about pizza. He's a New Yorker.
A New Yorker. Yeah, honestly, the character that I've related to the most throughout the entirety of this series has been that Piplup. Feels like
Gosh darn it! I was hoping you
right
wouldn't
at
mention
home.
it.
Guys, please harass Anirudh on Twitter. Like, just blow up his mentions with clamoring for bringing back that Piplup, because we all want to see that Piplup come back.
Current
Let's do
character. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
that. He could be like the Cabbage guy of
We
the
will
series.
see. Until then. Oh gosh. I think unless you guys have anything you want to add about your characters or storyline in general, is there anything else you guys can think of?
Well,
Can't believe we've told that much story, and it's only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
52,
you guys are
52 or 50
busy
weeks
workers.
left to go.
Yep. That means we're gonna have about 1,000 episodes, so strap on in for this One Piece-like adventure as we dive on in. So, yeah, there's a few things that I have to mention. These are updates between arcs. I say this as if we have spent a lot of time between arcs, but we're actually just recording this a week after our finale. There are a few things that I want to mention. Some of it for just the audience, some of it for my players here, because some things are new. Number one, we have been doing dungeons in a weird sort of way of like me generating maps sponsored by conditional formatting, and we've just been going on straight paths. That is changing slightly. Those are going to be more dungeons, like the mystery dungeon ones where there are actual like rooms and stuff. That won't happen for a while based on the story that they're going to go through, but that's something to keep track of. Second thing, I have determined after analysis and going under the ref's booth that seeds are not as OP as I thought they were, and so whatever system was done before to make that temporarily, nullified, that is no longer there. So seeds work the way that they normally work, which means if they make you pause for a long time, they make you pause for a long time.
When
cool
your
with you guys?
breaking of the system isn't a bug but is in fact a feature.
Pretty much. I think with that, okay, we can actually start the story part. So, you guys are literally walking off into the distance, and one slight, not a retcon, but sort of a thing that Sir Crit says before he heads you off. He says
Well, because we got to meet with
that
him in
you
the
should
morning
go-
before we head out.
right, you guys have done that already because he gave you some items and stuff.
Oh wait, we did. Yeah.
So as you're heading off into the distance, one last thing he says is to visit his brother-in-law, who is someone that runs a shipping system. He's either in Oakport or Thunder Tree City. He usually travels between both of them, but he's happy to travel all the way to Briny Breeze Island. So, with that said,
We're gonna
you
go
guys
on a
can
boat.
choose-
I'm on a boat.
Yes, you get to. You going on a boat. With that said, you guys have an option. You have a couple of options. Travel by foot or travel by train, and to Oakport or Thunder Tree City. So, with that said,
I want to go back to Thunder Tree City so I can see my family before I go.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool.
Are we
So with
going
that
on
said, you
foot,
guys buy
or-
your train tickets, or are you going on foot? Yeah.
To Thunder Tree City from Shady Grove?
Yeah.
Thunder Tree City to Shady Grove would be about a day's foot travel.
He said absolutely not. He said,
No.
"We're taking trains."
Taking trains.
All right. Since that is now the official mode of transportation, you guys go get your train tickets, I assume. All right. You head on out. The train trip is going to cost you. Let me make sure I did the math right. So, it would cost about 40 poke
Each.
each. Yeah.
Cool.
Imagine a world where a train ticket costs about the same as an apple.
What a life. Hey, I never said the economy in this world is particularly great. It's functioning. That's all that matters.
Oh,
Times are tough.
it's functioning. It's great.
This is a consumer-based economy. We like to think that the consumers deserve help and other more important econ terms that I can't think of off the top of my head. Anyway, you're heading on the train. The train ride is about an hour long. Are you guys which? I have to ask this question every single time. Which cart are you sitting in? There are 5 carts.
Kyle, I think it should be your choice this time because I always choose.
We'll sit in the middle one. We'll sit in car 3. You know, you're just standing in the middle of the platform. Car rolls up. You walk in.
Yep. Chugga chugga choo choo. So as you sit down in car 3, you have about an hour before you get to Thunder Tree City. If you want to discuss anything with each other, this is your opportunity to do so.
What was the Ralts' name again? I can't remember the name.
Susie.
of the wife's name.
Susie.
Susie. Right.
The demon child.
Hey Ralph.
Yeah.
Susie said something about an egg.
An
Do you know
egg?
anything about that?
Not to my knowledge. Let me check my inventory real quick. I don't have an egg in my inventory. Do you have an egg, Kyle?
No.
Are you gonna lay an egg, Kyle?
Kyle just gives him this look of just like, bruh.
I don't know. Why are you asking me about an egg?
Susie said to take care of the egg.
Oh, the weird demon kid?
I wouldn't say demon kid, but yeah, sure. Her.
Well, given the way that she speaks, I think that the egg is something that's coming in our future because she told me about. She just gave me this key. I didn't have the box. You did, and then eventually we found it. And then she also said
that's
the
how you got
MVP
that
is with
key.
you, which I think was referring to Aaron in retrospect, but I'm not sure. So I'd say let's not worry about it too much until we find an egg or one of us lays an egg or something.
I mean, I don't think either of us are going to be laying an egg anytime soon, but okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Kyle just goes back to like sketching something or whatever he's doing to pass the time.
Yeah, and Ralph's gonna just. Can we say that this car is the dining cart?
I will say that you bought food, and I need you to subtract poke for that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. How much?
Let's see. Subtract 20 poke for a snack.
Okay. That snack is gonna be pizza because that's what I'm doing right now. So, both Kyle
You just buy
and his
a full-on
actor
pizza.
are eating pizza in the car.
There you go.
Did you say you always say
so
Kyle
this-
instead of Ralph?
I mean Ralph. Sorry, Ralph and his actor. Are
Listen,
eating
I'm gonna need you to back off my character. Okay, that's
All
my
right.
brainchild.
I got. Sorry.
All right. The hour trip goes off without a hitch, and the time right now is about 9:30ish, as you are now back in good old Thunder Tree City.
Home at last. All right, so we have to get to the port to get a boat to the Briny Breeze Island. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, we gotta
Yep.
see if the dude's brother-in-law is around. Did we ever get the brother-in-law's name?
He referred to him as Captain.
Oh yeah,
Captain.
their whole family's just they're all named titles, Sir, Captain. Hey, okay. Okay, well, we should do that, but also I want to say hi to my mom because I miss her and I haven't seen her in 2 weeks. And I'm only 10 years old and I really need that parental guidance figure in my life, so can we do that?
We can split up.
Do you want to go find the Do you not want to see your family?
I mean, we can find the captain. Find out when he's leaving. and then do whatever we want until it's time to go.
All right, let's do that then.
Wait, so are you gonna go? Are you gonna go home now, or are you
No, you're the
gonna-
smart one. We'll do what you said.
Okay.
All right, you guys headed down to the port. You see, Thunder Tree. I'm gonna say words. Thunder Tree City is a big shipping city, so that's one of the big things that they do. Being the capital of the Natura state. There you go. I'll get this eventually. Being the capital of the Natura state, it's a big shipping place, and a lot of goods and services are shipped around. There's a lot of different things like that. As you go down, you see a lot of Pokemon kind of just working.
Is there like an office or something by the docks? Like some sort of centralized...
Sure, there's
like...
a shipping office.
Let's go there.
All right, you head there, and as usual, when I can't think of a character, there is a tinted screen with a speaker on there.
Nice.
I'll walk up to the screen and say, "Hello, my good sir/madam. We are looking for a certain captain who is a brother-in-law of the leader of the Bronze Roses, because we seek passage to Briny Beach Island.
Briny Breeze.
No, Briny Breeze Island. Sorry. Thank you, Kyle.
Who was the name that you were looking for?
Who wants to what?
Who was the name that you were looking for?
You are a New Yorker. You speak subway conductor. That's easier to understand than subway conductor.
No. Captain? I think that's the name. That might not be very specific in this location.
No, that's fine. We know who that is.
Okay, cool. Where's he at?
You want to head down to section 14. It'll be located there.
Section 15?
14.
14.
14.
Okay. Thank you.
I am so disappointed that you do not speak intercom.
You don't speak intercom. Intercom, it's its own language.
It really is.
So, you head down to section 14, and you see a small cruise liner. Like a small, think of think of a cruise ship, and then scale it down immensely. And that's effectively what it is.
Like a yacht.
Like a yacht that would probably fit about 20 to 25 people, like housing wise. I don't know how big of a ship that would probably be.
So a yacht.
I guess I don't know. Poor boy. Me don't know what yacht looks like.
I don't know what a yacht looks like either. I can only dream of having enough money to have one.
Anyway, you see a yacht.
Okay, let's go. Is there anyone like on board that we can visibly see from without boarding it, or do we have to like get on to see if anyone's inside?
Make a perception check.
Bada bing, bada boom. First roll of Arc 2. 16. It's a good one.
I got a 16.
Hey, all right.
I'm scared.
Double trouble.
Hey, all right. Shout out to you guys. You guys are starting off on the right foot. So
You can only go downhill from here.
So you see on the ship 4 Pokemon. 3 of them look identical, just different sizes, and then one of them looks a little bit taller than the rest of them and is kind of just sweeping some stuff. Since you guys passed perfectly your perception check, they are 3 Wingull and 1 Farfetch'd.
Ah, so many birds. So I'm gonna assume that the Farfetch'd is the brother-in-law, just because
I would not make that assumption, but okay.
I would, because he's the only one that's unique out of the 4, and also Farfetch'd, probably related. This might be very prejudiced and awful, but we'll see. We're still on the dock, right?
Yeah, you guys are still on the dock at like 100 and something feet away, so you guys can tell the 4 Pokemon because you got real good eyesight today. You're eating your carrots.
Can I wave at them and be like, "Hey"?
I suppose so. You wave at them. The shortest Wingull kind of waves back and pokes the Farfetch, and the Farfetch looks at you, walks down the dock, and comes up to you. Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Hi.
Those are words. How can I help you?
Are you Captain?
Oh, I'm sorry. You must be thinking of my husband. No. My name's Bianca.
Hi, Bianca. Do you know where Captain is?
Oh, sure. Yeah, he's filling out some paperwork or something like that in one of the offices. Are you interested in coming on our cruise liner?
Yeah, because we actually know your brother, actually, because yeah, that's how in-laws work. Um, so we want to go to Briny Breeze Island, and we were told this is where you could find your husband. So,
My Oh,
Sir Crit.
has Critical been talking to you? Oh my gosh, that nutcase of a. All right, sure.
He's a great person. I love him.
No. He's a my younger brother is a great guy, but sometimes he's a bit over dramatic.
I don't. No, I don't. I disagree. I think he's perfectly normal because Ralph is overly dramatic. So he's just. He's like, no, he's just like me. What are you talking about?
All right. Yeah, sure. So we, if you want to go buy your tickets inside, you can go ahead and do so. You're traveling to where is it that you're traveling again?
Briny Breeze Island. Did I get that right, Kyle? Am I right on that?
Kyle just nods.
Okay, yeah. Briny Breeze Island.
Okay, sure. We're gonna actually be leaving tonight, so around 7 or so. So if you would like to get your tickets and then come on board, it'll be you and about a dozen or so other people. Apparently business is booming today, so we'll be traveling. It'll probably take 2 or 3 days to get there. Depends on how fast we travel and how good the waters are. But yeah, can't wait for you guys to come.
And what time is it right now? Just curious.
It's like 9:30, 10ish, somewhere around there.
Morning?
I thought we
In the
said
morning.
like 10:30, 11ish now.
Something like that.
So it's in the morning.
It's morning, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we'll go buy our tickets and then we can come back, right? Like, as long as we're here before 7, like we're cool.
Yeah, but as long as you're on board before, did I say 7?
Yeah.
7.
As long as you're on board before 7, that's fine.
All right then. I think we'll get our tickets and then we can go see our respective families and catch up before we go.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right. Bye. Nice meeting you, Bianca.
She kind of waves and then goes back to
Kyle
her,
gives a wave as well.
goes back to her brooming. I assume you guys want to buy your tickets.
Yeah.
Cool. I need to do the math here.
What math are you doing?
How much do the tickets cost?
I'm aware of that, but like, you're like some economic analysis of like how much a ticket should cost.
Yes.
There's like a Pokemon like Nasdaq in this in this world. You have to, like,
Well,
figure it out.
there's a map, and there's a distance that the boat is going to travel, and there's an amount of time that the boat's going to be like en route, and there's the quality of the ship, right? Like,
So your tickets are gonna cost 480 poke.
Ah! What? Is there like a Lapras that I can just write on? Like,
Okay. Replace that in human terms and tell me if that makes any sense.
but like, can I get Michael Phelps?
you literally just said, "Hey, can I just like hit up Michael Phelps and be like, yo, can I ride on your back from Florida to Cuba?"
But like,
It's
Pokemon are
basically-
more diverse than humans are. That's all I'm saying. Or like a Wailord? Surely there are Wailords. Surely.
There are Wailords. They're busy doing their own thing though. So
These Pokemon have their own lives, dude.
Okay, alright, whatever.
listen, man,
Fine.
you wanted a ship. You could have gone walking all this time, but no, you decided to go shipping.
I don't think we could walk to an island,
How
but
do you walk to one island? Yeah.
neither of us know safe.
What are you whistling
Or-
I'm
about?
not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. Anyway,
We
if you guys
chose
want to
to
buy your
walk.
tickets, it's 480 poke.
I've already taken it out of my balance. Like, I was like, all right, come, we're paying
Do
up. Let's go.
math. Okay, so minus 400 will be 1,940. And then minus another 80, right? It's gonna be 1,860. Ah, I'm so poor. This power band really put a dent in my funds. Oh, but it works.
To be fair though, you're putting dents in everybody else, so.
That's true. All right.
All right.
I paid.
With that said, you have your tickets. So what is the game plan now?
I'm gonna go home to see my mom.
Okay. Let's go with Ralph first. Ralph, you two shake hands, break apart, and start rushing to your respective houses. Ralph, you head home,
I head home.
and now what?
I knock on the door. Bum, 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 and I'm basically banging on it. Just bam, 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 bam.
Make an athletics check
So
or
tough.
strength checks, whatever, same thing.
Plus 3. 9 plus 3 is 12.
You bang on the door loud enough that somebody comes rushing down. It's like, what? Oh my gosh, Ralph, you're home already? Oh my gosh, but you have a leave already? You've been working for 2 weeks.
I know. I've done such a good job with the bronze roses that I have the weekend off. Is this a weekend? I don't know if it is.
Today's Friday.
The weekend off. There you go. But yeah, I'm only gonna be in town for today. I'm actually going somewhere else tonight. So I just want.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Briny Breeze Island.
Oh my! Have you been doing so well? They already gave you a vacation.
I don't want to lie to her. She's my mother.
You have a cover story, you know.
Well, what's my cover story?
What? How is it being facilitated that we're going from?
Oh yes, the exchange program. That's not what I told her
Yes.
when I left. But okay, it's whatever.
I mean, listen, come up with it.
Oh my god. All right. So we actually, Kyle and I, we went to the Bronze Roses first. We're actually part of a guild exchange program. So we're kind of cycling between all the guilds. And so we just finished with the Bronze Roses, and then we're on our way to meet up with let me remember the name. Don't tell me. Boulder Stars? Is that it?
Bingo.
Bam! Yeah, so we're with the Boulder Stars. So we're going up there this weekend. So there you go.
Roll deception with advantage.
With advantage? Ooh. Okay. What's deception? Would that be cute?
Yeah.
14 plus 1 is 15, or 3 plus 1 is 4. So we'll go with the 15.
Okay, 15 is a full success, so your mom completely ignores the fact that you didn't actually say this the first time, and just goes, "Oh, that's so amazing! I hope you find out which the guild exchange program, huh? That's really cool. So you know what you need? You need a home-cooked meal." And she starts rushing to the kitchen to start making something.
Oh, thank you so much. You know what? I also has it been lonely without me? Because you're the only one in the house.
I mean, not really, not all the time. I mean, at first it definitely was, but then, hanging out with some of the other parents of kids and talking with a few other people, it's been interesting to say the least. Because a lot of other people here have children that have gone on to guilds and stuff. At this point, there are even more pots and pans that are floating around. It's hard at first, but I know you're doing good. So as long as I know that, then everything's fine.
Oh, that's really sweet. I hope you don't miss me too much, because I'm gonna be more out and about, and also kind of further away. I mean, I'm gonna be in the middle of an island.
Well, that's fine. You have that. You have Kyle with you. Kyle's a smart kid.
Yeah, he's really smart, and also really just courageous, more than he knows. Secondary question: do you have some money that I could borrow, or just give to me because I'm your son and you love me?
I mean, you can always withdraw your allowance that's saved at the bank.
I have an allowance at the bank. What?
We're going with that now. You have an allowance at the bank.
Mom, you never told me about this. What was that?
Yeah.
I just went trust fund, baby.
Yeah. So, well, when you were really, really young, this is I don't think I've ever told you this story. When you were really, really young, there was because I pay you an allowance every week, and there was one moment that we were going to the store to get you something, and you were going to spend your own money, and you looked so proud at doing it, and you were going there and you saw something. I don't even remember what it was. You saw something even more expensive, and decided, no, I want to save for that. And then after a couple of weeks, you saved enough money for that thing, and then you decided, no, I want to go for bigger and better things, and eventually almost just persuaded yourself to be a saver. So I guess you've completely forgotten about it. I've been putting in the money this entire time, but
Wow, I really am dumb. Okay.
This was before you had your +1 to smart, so now obviously you have this.
Whoa, she's aware of my stats. Breaking the fourth wall runs in the family, I guess. Wow. Well, thank you. All right. Well, how about this? We have a home cooked meal. I'll chill here for a couple hours, and then on my way, I have to be back at the docks by 7. So let's just say at I don't know, 5 p.m. I'm gonna go to the bank, withdraw some funds, and then I'll go over to the dock.
Okay, sure. In fact, why don't you help me? Go ahead and cut some onions for me. I don't know what she's making. It has onions in it, apparently.
Ralph starts cutting the onions, and he's crying a lot.
And you guys have a nice home-cooked meal and all that sort of mumbo-jumbo. Real quick, just roll a D100.
A D100?
D100. Pass the check and you don't cry from the onions.
75.
Okay. Your bank account right now has 750 poke in it.
Oh, yeah.
So that is there. There's no such thing as credit cards in this world because I don't have ATM machines. So there's 750 poke in your account. Just keep that in mind. And when you go to let's just actually talk about it now. You have 750 in your account. Are you going to withdraw all of it, or?
I'll withdraw like 200 just to put me over the 2,000 poke mark.
Sure. Okay. And then just somewhere else, keep in mind that you have a bank account with 550.
Okay. Bank 550. Cool.
All right. Cool. So you have a nice home cooked meal. Hang out with mom. You play some video games with her. She beats you, which confuses you a lot.
Hold on. I'm sorry. This is a weekly allowance, though, right?
A summation of all the weekly allowances.
So every week I get more, is what I'm hearing.
I don't think she's paying you now that you have a job, but.
Oh, right, because I got paid to do missions and stuff. You're right.
Right. So the 750 effectively stopped 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys aren't exactly, if I remember correctly, you guys aren't exactly the wealthiest family in the world.
Yeah,
so.
No, we're not.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have a nice home cooked meal. You guys play video games. She beats you more often than usual, which confuses you, and life continues on. You have a nice, wonderful day with mom.
Amazing.
Cool. Hello, this is Anirudh, the GM PM DM of Not a Scratch, and thank you for listening to this episode. It is the start of Arc 2. We did it, guys. We finished an arc. We also did Arc 0, but we finished a real arc. As always, future episodes come out on Tuesdays, so be sure to follow us, subscribe, and do all those important things that you ought to do when supporting a podcast. If you've enjoyed the episode and want to support us in any way, shape, or form that you can, the best way to do so is to share us with your friends. The coolest thing about the beginning of an arc is that you don't really need to know all of the old stuff. This is the prime time to bring people in. Come on, you want to share us, one of the few Mystery Dungeon podcasts, if any, out there. Also, leave us a review on your podcasting platform. Reviews help to bring new people into our community and also give us advice on what we can improve on in the future. You can also follow us on Twitter at NotAScratchCast or email us as well at notascratchcast@gmail.com if you have any cool ideas you want to add to the podcast or just want to reach out to us. We also have a Discord for Not a Scratch and have a bunch of awesome people that have already joined. Join us to help build the Not a Scratch community. There are special perks, which you'll notice if you are already in the Discord in this episode. We want to thank GlitchX City for the songs Kirby's Dream Land, the Lo-Fi remix, Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Route 47 remix, Pokemon Sword and Shield Postwick Lo-Fi remix, Red and Blue SS Ann remix, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Twin Leaf Town Lo-Fi remix, Pokemon Center Theme Lo-Fi Lullaby remix, and Deoxys Battle remix. We also want to thank Tabletop Audio for the songs Strangers on a Train, Waterkeep, Docks District, Quiet Cove, and Antiquarian Study. Thank you again for listening. Now, if you are listening to this relatively close to when the episode is released, our very first giveaway is still live and will be going until the end of this month. That is the end of September 30th, 2020. You'll have the opportunity to win a plushie of your two favorite characters, Ralph or Kyle, and the first place winner is actually going to get both. Now, there are so many ways to enter, and a lot of you that are listening have already done so. The full list. There's a tweet on our Twitter at NotAScratchCast that's announcing the giveaway. If you like the tweet, retweet, and comment, those are 3 different entries. If you follow our Twitter, that's another entry. Follow me at Adurin Region, that is at AHDURIN Region, REGION, that's another entry. If you're in the Discord, that's another entry. And if you send us a review of the podcast, that's 3 entries. So basically, if we just do everything that I just said, that's 9 entries towards a prize of a plushie of Machop, Trico, or both. First place will be getting both, second place will get their choice between one and the other, and third place will get the last one. The deadline, as I mentioned before, is September 30th, 2020, and I'll be posting a video on my YouTube channel showing the winners of the giveaway. You can sub to that if you like, though that's not an entry. This is our way of saying thank you to everyone that has supported us over the past few months for Arc 0, Arc 1, and now Arc 2. Alright, with that being said, let's dive back into the story. Let's shift to Kyle. Hey Kyle, what's up?
Yo.
Yeah.
I think before heading home, let me double check. Is there anything I need to stock up on? Because I feel like Kyle would like to stock up and then just go home and relax before leaving. But does he need to stock up on anything? No.
Do you need
he
anything?
doesn't.
No?
No, he doesn't. He's just gonna. Well, yeah. Actually, he is gonna go shopping. He does need some things.
Okay.
Kyle has learned some
you
lessons
head
from
to,
Mark 1.
which store are you going to?
Whatever store would have items that restore HP, like orange berries and other higher HP healing items.
Okay, so that's the more grocery store.
Yeah.
Alright, I need you to roll a d6.
What's in stock today? A 5.
Let's see here. You rolled a 5. Okay. So you walk into the store, there's a Kangaskhan there. Oh, hey kid, how you doing? It's been a couple weeks.
I'm good, thanks. What healing items do you have in stock today?
Let's see, kid. And looks up the back and says, "All right, so we got orange berries, we got cherry berries, and we got pekka berries. Whichever one suits your fancy."
Pekka is poison and cherry is paralysis?
Correct.
Okay. How much are you selling these berries for?
So today we got cherry berries for 120, pekka berries for 80, and orange berries for 120.
Could you do some sort of bulk discount on some of them, maybe?
Let me see. I think for this you will have to roll. So charisma probably.
Yeah. Charisma is cute.
Yep.
I mean, kinda a 10.
Okay, so that is a mixed success. All right, kid. Let me think about this. How many are you gonna buy? Because depending on that, I'll make a certain discount.
What if I buy 6 orange berries for let me make sure my math is right. 120 times 5 is 600, right?
Yep.
Wait, what if I buy 6 orange berries for 600 poke?
Say that one more time.
But-
Sorry.
6 orange berries for 600 poke. Buy 5, get 1 free.
You rolled a mixed success. So what she will do is say, "Kid, I can knock it down to 660. So buy 5, get 1 half off."
Yeah. Okay. That sounds fair. But I can do that. And he hands over 660 poke.
Okay. You hand that over. You get 6 orange berries.
The boy is down to 1500 poke.
Okay. I think with that said, unless you want to buy anything else.
That's it. I was just gonna go, okay, thank you. Have a good day, and leave.
All right, take care, kid. And you head out of the store. Make a perception check.
We love -1 modifiers 8.
All right. You just head back home, I suppose, unless you have anything else you want to do.
Yeah, no. Kyle's just gonna head home. He's gonna take the seed of
Okay.
fruit, but he's gonna head home.
All right. You head back home, and you're in front of your house.
Kyle's just gonna open up the door and walk in hi, mom, dad, sis, anyone home?
You look around and you don't hear anyone.
That's odd. Kyle's gonna like go back to like the kitchen dining area of the house, see if anyone's in there.
No one is in the kitchen area or the dining area or downstairs.
Kyle's gonna go upstairs and see if there's any sign of life in his house.
You go upstairs and you don't see anyone.
That's weird.
What?
No one's outside the house. No one's inside the house.
Make an investigation check.
13.
As you're walking back downstairs, very confused, you see something on your fridge,
Like a note.
like a note.
Kyle's gonna read the note.
You read the note and it has a shopping list.
But it's just on the fridge. It's not like someone took. It's not like they went shopping, because if they went shopping,
They would take the
The-
list with them.
yeah, the list wouldn't be on the fridge. What's on the shopping list? Like just normal
you
groceries?
see normal groceries. Apples, bananas, onions, peppers, etc.
Huh. Kyle's just gonna like hang out downstairs for a bit and like, cause like maybe his family's just out, you know? Maybe they're just not home right now.
Okay. So you stay home for a little bit, kind of just chilling, and you hear the door open at around, let's say, like 2:30 ish.
I'm assuming like Kyle was hanging out like downstairs, like in the living room area, which I assume is like by the door, right? Or
It's your house, man.
yeah, like I'm imagining like living room area, like right by the entrance, and then like in the back is like kitchen area, dining area, and then like there's like the upstairs. So like
Sure.
the door opens,
so-
Kyle's just there.
Yeah, the door opens and you see a Grovile walk in, look at you, and go, "Oh my gosh, you're back."
Oh yeah, Return of the Sister. Haven't seen her since Arc 0, Episode 0, but here we are.
Oh my god, wait, actually, yeah. Kyle just like, I'm in town for the day. What's up? What was happening today?
Oh, nothing. There's just some sort of like parents meeting or something like that both of our parents decided to go to because they have an interest in our lives. Something ridiculous. Oh my gosh. So
College?
absurd.
Okay, cool. When are they gonna be back? You know?
They said something like around 5-ish or something. I don't know. Why are you back? Don't you have a job?
Yeah, I'm just in town for the day.
Should roast her right now. Be like, yeah, I do, but I don't think you do. And you're older than me.
No. Kyle's just like, well, I'm in town for the day because I'm part of a guild exchange program, and I'm switching between guilds right now, but I'm here for the day, traveling.
She interrupts you and it's just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Just when mom and dad come, tell them I'm in my room. And she goes up to her room, kind of like ignoring you.
Okay, nice talk. Kyle just goes back to like doodling or reading or whatever else he's been doing to keep himself entertained.
Okay, and at around 4:35-ish, you hear the door knock, and after, are you gonna open the door?
Wait, there's a knock on the door, or like?
There's a knock on the door.
Oh, Kyle's gonna answer the door if it's a knock. If it was his parents, it would just they just open it.
Well, the door opens and it's your parents, who are very confused at why you are here.
Oh, hi mom, hi dad.
Hi sweetie. And your dad just kind of turns around, hides for a little bit, and starts crying in a corner.
Kyle just like moves out of like the doorway to let them like walk into the house.
Your dad rushes inside and goes to put his stuff up, sobbing but trying not to show it. And your mom goes, just calm down. It's not a big deal. He's back, okay? He'll come back all the time. That's what kids do. They come back. especially after, jobs are done. I assume your job is done, right, Kyle?
Kinda, yeah. I'm moving to a new guild. I'm moving to the Boulder Stars. I'm just here for the day travel, like while we wait to travel.
She turns around, it's like, see, our child is successful. Stop crying about it. And your dad comes up. Nope, it's fine. It's fine. It's good to see you. My son. That's right. I can't call you my boy anymore because you're not a boy because you have lives and opportunities and things like that.
Dad, can you stop?
Well, it's not every day that my son comes back after a struggle and a fight among young man, you have been through some stuff, I have heard.
What have you heard? It's been 2 weeks.
Ahem, trains? Does that not sound familiar?
Well, yeah, but like, it really wasn't that big a deal. No one got hurt.
But you could have. And your mom goes, listen, he's part of a guild.
Wait, hold
okay?
on. People did get hurt. We literally had to save like people's lives on that train. What are you talking about?
No one got like seriously hurt.
Okay.
Your mom, meanwhile, is comforting your dad. Just like, listen, okay, he's part of a guild. He's gonna go through that. I don't want him to go through that. You want him to go and be successful? Well, yes, then that's what you're gonna have to deal with. But I don't understand. Well, listen, you calm down and we'll be fine. So a normal day.
Yeah, no, it's just normal. Like Kyle is just like drawing while this conversation is going on between his parents.
All right, sweetie. Are you staying here for long? Do you want me to go make your bed or something like that?
No, I'm just here. I gotta leave in a couple hours. I gotta catch my my boat to Briny Breeze Island.
Oh, that's interesting. You're going to Briny Beach Island. Are you heading there for a vacation or something, or is this work related?
Well, it's where the new guild I'm working with is based.
Oh, okay, I see. And your dad, meanwhile, is like, oh, so let me get this straight. My son is gonna come back and then immediately leave afterwards. This is life, isn't it? Huh? He's gonna.
I can't tell whether Anirudh's actually like away, like because it sounded like you were walking away, and I thought I heard a door close, and I was very confused.
Oh, I didn't close the door. I just kind of rolled around in my chair a little bit, but
okay.
No, I'm back.
It sounded like a door close.
Your turn to talk. Your turn to talk, I suppose.
Well, I mean, yeah, like, oh, yeah, Sis is home. She's upstairs. She said to tell you guys that.
Oh, okay, that's good. I suppose if you're not busy, you can help out with dinner, right?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, and then you guys have a wonderful dinner time. Everything is great.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. With that said, I think unless there's anything else that you guys want to do at home, you head out and you head for the boats.
Yeah.
I'm going to the docks.
Okay, you guys have a nice farewell. Your parents hug you and all that sort of mumbo jumbo. Your sister, in particular, Kyle, gives you a blink and a nod, which is far more cordial than she normally is. And with that, I suppose you guys head on back to the docks. You guys are there. Let's say it's like 15 minutes before 7. So, what now?
I assume we meet up at the docks, and Kyle just like gives Ralph a nod and starts like walking over towards the dock where the ship is to head on board.
I'm going with him.
All right. You guys have prepared everything because you are going to be on the boat for a couple days. So I just want to make sure.
Yep.
I mean, Kyle's chilling.
I paid for my ticket.
All right.
And I'm good.
Okay. As you're getting on board, there is a Wingull, kind of standing there looking at the tickets. Yeah. So this is the quote unquote tallest Wingull. And she's kind of goes, hello. May I take your ticket, please?
Here you go. I paid good money for that.
All right, thank you very much. She tears half of it, puts one half into a basket, and hands the other half to you. Here you go. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
And does the same thing for Kyle, I assume, unless you have any dramatic outburst.
Yes, because that is totally Kyle's character.
Yeah.
It's just a cordial transaction. Just Kyle just sticks out the ticket, and And Wingle says, "All right, have a good trip," and or like thank you, like things. And Kyle's just like, "Oh yeah, no, thank you."
You swear.
Yep.
You!
Nice fun things. Words. Anyway, so on your ticket, by the way, I don't think I actually said this. On your ticket, it says your room number. Ralph, you're in room 110. Kyle, you're in room 109.
Ha! I got the better room.
What makes you say that?
Room 109 is clearly better than room 110.
All right, to each their own.
These rooms are also those type of rooms that like you can go through them and they're connected.
That I like.
The second Kyle gets into his room, he locks like the doors on like to the adjoining rooms on his side.
Ralph is like, wait. I assume Ralph could also unlock the door, like because it's like.
No, like the hotel rooms with adjoining doors, each person has an independent lock, so only if they're both unlocked can you actually freely go between the rooms.
Oh. I guess Ralph like tries to open the door. He's like, I guess I left the door locked. Whatever. He just continues packing.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna explain the boat real quick because that's kind of important. So the boat itself is 4 decks. There is the top deck, which is the one that you got on, and then there are 3 underneath it. Or sorry, there are 4 underneath it, but the 4th one doesn't really matter. So the top deck is considered the main deck that has, or sorry, no, I'm going backwards. The bottom deck, wait up, I don't know words. Okay, let's restart. The 4th deck is the top deck. That's outside. That has all the sun and fun stuff. You can look out towards the ocean and lean across the railings and do the Titanic thing and all that mumbo jumbo. The 3rd deck is 1 level below. That is the Supreme rooms. Those are the rooms that are like the ultra rich pay for.
Okay.
The 2nd deck is the one below that. Those are the fancy rooms that has fancier stuff. It's bigger. And then the bottom deck that passengers can get into is the main deck. That is where the basic rooms are, and that's where dining is. And then there's a floor below that for crew members, for engine stuff, and all that mumbo jumbo.
The hold.
The hull, basically.
Well, the hull is the outside of the ship. The hold is like the
hull,
bottom.
yeah.
Wait, we're in the hull or the hold?
No, you're one above it.
Okay. I was like, dang, they really disrespected us, and that's 480 poke.
Welcome in the brig.
You guys each get a closet, and that's it.
Okay.
No, so your rooms are better than student dorms, somewhere in that like mid-tier hotel range.
Okay.
Kind of similar-ish to what we had in a guild office.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little upgraded from that, basically.
Okay. All right, then I guess we're just gonna settle in and get ready for our journey to Briny Breeze Island.
Yep. Before that officially happens, let's see. Yeah. So before that officially happens, the captain kind of gets on the megaphone and says, "Could all passengers please step into the dining room? Thank you."
Okay, it was dinner time. Anyway.
The safety presentation.
I go to the dining cart.
So you head to the dining cart, and here is where the interesting stuff happens. Okay.
Oh.
Hold this up. All right. So you head to the dining cart, and you see a bunch of people there. There are a lot of people. So there is, and I'm just going to list the Pokemon. Feel free to look this up on your own time. I'm talking to you two in particular, obviously, just because I want to get through this before the episode ends. So you see a Phanpy, a Trevenant, a Dratini, a Jigglypuff, Vaporeon, Zigzagoon, a Chewtle, Tyrogue, Alolan Sandslash, Buizel, Dartrix, Snivy, Girder, Pelipper, Farfetch'd, 3 Wingulls, and then you two. So there's 20 people in the dining cart right now.
Tyrogue, a specific Tyrogue that we've seen before.
This is a different Tyrogue.
Oh, I miss Smasher. Okay.
Smasher has a job, dude.
Yeah, but you never know. He was on a random train. He could be on a random boat.
He was going to work. It was the start of the season.
Maybe he's going to an away game and on this island. Who knows?
On an island?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's not him. You can tell because of the lack of merchandise.
Okay. Fair.
So anyway, the captain of the ship goes up, obviously named Captain, and that is the Pelipper. So the Pelipper goes up and says, "All right, how you guys doing? My name is well, my name is technically Archibald, but I don't like that name, so everyone just calls me Captain. Uh, Today, if you guys have not had dinner already, we are serving dinner. And at the very least, you should take a dessert. That seems uh, complimentary because my wonderful wife, and turns to the Farfetch, my wonderful wife made these herself, and so I'd like it very much if you guys could have at least the desserts. Otherwise, we probably won't be able to use them tomorrow or have them tomorrow. So, dinner is available there, and they go through the safety procedure that I don't remember off the top of my head. So here's a life jacket. If you fall in water, put life jacket, lifeboat that way, etc. And so after this, the time right now, by the way, is about 8 p.m. The captain heads on out, but everybody else is still in the dining cart and just basically talking with each other. So if you would like to talk to anybody for the next hour, go ahead and do so.
Let me go talk to.
If you give me 1 second, I'll send you a thing with all the people on it.
Okay.
Kyle's just gonna grab a piece of dessert and just go sit down at a table on it, and just start eating a piece of the dessert.
So there are 3 different desserts. There is a berry dessert, a seed dessert, and an apple dessert. Which one are you taking?
I think Kyle's going for the seed one.
Okay, Ralph, are you taking one?
I think Ralph will take an apple dessert, and then also try to make conversation with anyone on this boat.
Okay, just 1 second while I send this to you.
Okay. I will talk to the Alolan Sandslash. Angelo, I think his name is here.
Yep. By the way, all of the people in here, with a couple exceptions, are actual people. So, hey guys, you're in the Discord. You're also here.
Okay.
So you are going to talk to
the Alolan Sandslash, whose name is Angelo.
All right, so you talk to Angelo.
You don't know that yet, Ralph.
Well, I'll talk to the Alolan Sandslash.
He goes, "Hey, my name is Angelo. How you doing? What's your name?"
Nice to meet you, Angelo, whose name I definitely didn't know before this conversation. I'm Ralph.
All right, so what you traveling for?
I'm going to Briny Breeze Island, and I'm gonna be joining the Boulder Dash. No,
Boulder Stars.
Boulder Stars. Thank you. The Boulder Stars. So.
Oh, okay. I remember my kid joining that. Yeah. I'm retired, just chilling, going on a world tour. It's exciting.
World tour? What do you do?
Tour the world. You know, retirement is a time to enjoy adventure, especially if you can't get it at a young age. So.
I thought you meant you were like a pop artist or something, and you were going on a world tour, like you were giving concerts all around the region.
No, that's not me. Now, those 3, and points specifically at the Dratini, Jigglypuff, and Vaporeon, those 3 are singers. I heard them. They're fantastic.
Famous people? There are famous people on this boat?
Well, I mean, they're amateur singers, but I heard over the grapevine now. I'm just hearing this. I heard that they're writing their first album, man. They performed a couple of things for us when we were talking to them earlier. It's some good stuff.
So they're gonna be famous? So I run. I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, Angelo. I hope we become good friends. Okay, bye. And then I run to Kyle. And I'm like, Kyle, there are famous people.
Before I officially talk to Kyle, Kyle, have you talked to anybody, or are you just taking your dessert?
Kyle's just munching on his dessert on his own.
And remind me again what your desserts were, each of you?
The apple pastry. Or the apple dessert.
Kyle's eating the seed dessert, whatever that is.
Alright, cool. Go ahead and continue your rant.
So I run to Kyle and I'm like, Kyle, there are people on this boat that are famous! That's how he says famous, regardless of the context. So, I think we should talk to them. Because, you know, if they're famous, then we can get into all these really cool, like, I don't know, like, meet really cool people and, like, get into, like, cool parties and stuff. Like, we should go talk to them.
I mean, if you want to do that, sure.
But I want you to, like, join me.
Nah, I'll pass.
Why not?
Doesn't matter, who needs to meet celebrities? Like, it's whatever. Like, we're just traveling for now, and we're gonna go do guild work, and we do a lot of get into a lot of cool places because we're guild members. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to meet. I don't need to meet a celebrity. That's all.
Well,
You can have fun. I'm enjoying my dessert.
Aaron was a celebrity, and he was a member. And I like lean in and I whisper like the recruits. And maybe other really famous people are members of the recruits, and so instead of having to wait 2 weeks to find our someone who knows about what we're looking for, maybe these famous people will.
Kyle just like pulls out his badge and just shows Ralph that it is not in any way, shape, or form glowing or
Oh, no, hold
vibrating.
on. We have to. It's the DM. Is the badge vibrating, Mr. DM?
Well, that's
The
Kyle's
badge not
intention in pulling
only
out the badge. Anyways,
the badge is pulled out. It is not glowing. It currently says the Boulder Stars right now.
Oh, dang. Okay, well, even then, I don't know if we're getting any information out of it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go talk to him because I want to meet people who are famous, and so I'll let you know if anything cool comes up. But enjoy your dessert.
Kyle just gives him a look of like, all right, go ahead, have fun.
All right, I'm gonna go walk up to the. There's a Dratini, Jigglypuff, and Vaporeon.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna go walk up to them.
So you walk up to them, and they're just kind of harmonizing right now, in the background.
I'm gonna like quietly, like wait for them to finish, and be like, so I heard that you guys might be famous.
So you notice, actually you don't even, you notice something interesting about the Vaporeon.
Okay.
The Vaporeon has 3 legs. It does not have its 4th leg.
Okay.
It is missing its back left leg. But outside of that, they're kind of just harmonizing, and this same Vaporeon turns to you and says, "Oh, hi, and she gets slightly nervous and kind of steps back a bit, and the Dratini kind of floats up or whatever, and goes, "Oh, sorry about that. Neri's a bit, well, she's a bit shy. How are you? Hi. First of all, I suppose we should probably get used to this. I'm Ginny." Points over to the Jigglypuff. That's Kaylin, and points to the Vaporeon, and that's Neri. So, how you doing?
Hi, I'm Ralph. I don't want to interrupt your if you're like harmonizing or whatever, but I just want to. I heard just from talking to people in the cabin that you guys might be famous. So I just wanted to like say hi, I guess.
She looks slightly confused and says, yeah, I suppose so. Though, we have to do stuff first."
What do you mean do stuff first? They told me you guys are singers and you're like making an album and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, we have to finish that first. Obviously, I mean, we're not famous yet.
Okay, well, when you do become famous, don't forget about the little people like me, a now good friend of all 3 of you. I think Ralph in his net is like, I am in desperate need of cash, and so I need to make friends with famous people so that they can give me cash.
That's the motivation. I was so confused. I was like, what?
That's the motivation.
Well, these 3 look very confused and say, "Oh, sure," and they go back into talking and start harmonizing again.
All right. Nice meeting you guys. Bye-bye. And I think at this point, Ralph is kind of done talking to people, and he's just gonna finish his dessert and then go back up to the room. And at this point, I think it'll be nighttime, so he's gonna go to sleep.
So here's what happens. So it's 9 p.m. as everybody continues talking and stuff like that. Now here is the interesting thing. Okay, here's what we can do. You can go and hang out in one of the following places. It's your choice. Free to do whatever you want. I'll just list them, and you guys can head out there. So there is
Or Ralph could just go to bed.
or you can go to bed. That is an option.
Yeah.
So your options are the kitchen, which is on the same floor that you're on right now. The study is on the 3rd deck. Library on 2nd deck. Billiard room on the 3rd deck. Conservatory on the 4th deck. Ballroom on the 2nd deck. And the dining room, which is where you guys are right now.
I think Ralph's gonna go to bed because he's got a couple days to explore the cabin. So, bed for now.
Okay. Let me write that down real quick. So you go to bed at 9 p.m. Kyle, what are you doing at 9 p.m.?
Kyle's gonna check out, like he's just gonna kind of like explore and poke around a little bit. Like he's gonna go to he's gonna poke his head into like the library and the study and like kind of check places out.
Okay. So, all right. So you poke around, you walk around the ship. How long are you planning on doing this? It's 9 right now, and foreshadowing. Technically, everybody goes to bed at around 11. So,
Yeah, like Kyle's gonna. I think what Kyle's gonna do is he's gonna like poke his head into the study, see if like there's anything interesting there. Poke his head into the library, see if there's anything interesting there. Like if there is something interesting in either of those places, he'll stick around. But like, or like he'll like see what's in the library, like book wise and stuff like that.
sure. So you head to the study first. You see that Kaylin is actually there, kind of just taking a nap on the chair. She looks
Oh,
really calm
nice.
right now, probably tired from singing and harmonizing and stuff like that. Um, so that's at 9 or so. You pop into the library a little bit later. There doesn't seem to be anybody there, um, though you're not 100% sure. You just kind of popped in for a second. Are you planning on going anywhere else?
Well, once Kyle's gonna go to the library and like see like book wise if there's anything interesting and like read for a bit maybe if there's something that
Okay.
interests him.
So you're in the library right now, and there isn't anybody there. At would you say it's still 9? Is closer to 9 or 10?
It's closer to 10. It's like 9:45 ish maybe at this point. Kyle's just been there for a little bit, like just perusing the shelves, seeing what's there.
Okay. As you're perusing the shelves, you see some really interesting books. A lot of sailing related things, but there's some like old legends and cool stuff like that. Um, and as you are doing that, you see somebody walk in. A Zangoose walks in.
Kyle just like looks over as the Zangoose walks in and just kind of like gives a wave like hello.
The Zangoose looks at you, doesn't respond, and goes towards some books.
Huh. I know this is like probably not how you wanted this to go, but Kyle's just gonna like shrug and just continue looking through the shelves on his own and just see if there's anything that interests him and find something interesting and start reading.
Okay. You read on. Things happen, mostly book related, and at this
After
point,
oh,
um, at this point, I want you to make a perception check. That's probably the best one.
Oh,
a 12.
What was that?
A 12.
A 12. You hear a noise. It seems rather loud, but you're unsure what it is.
Kyle like looks up from his book. I'm assuming the Zangoose is still like around, right? Like just reading or
Um,
something.
what time do you think it is?
What time do I think it is? Can't have been that long. It's maybe like latest like 10:05.
Sure.
Latest.
Zangoose is still reading its book.
Yeah. Uh, Kyle just like looks up from his book and just goes, uh, excuse me, did you hear that?
The Zangoose looks up at you, shakes its head, and goes back towards its book.
Where did that sound come from? Like, does Kyle have any clue?
No idea. It just sounds like a loud, clanging sound.
Like a loud clang. Kyle's just gonna kind of, ah. Like Kyle, like in the back of his mind is just like, there's probably something up, but whatever. I'll just keep my ears peeled and just goes back to reading.
Okay. Time continues ticking. About 3 or 4 minutes later, you hear another sort of loud sound. This one, though, you can identify much easier. This one is thunder.
oh.
Uh, Kyle just kind of looks up and says, you heard that, right?
Zangoose looks up at you, slams the book shut, puts it on the desk, and walks out of the room.
Nice. I guess Kyle's just gonna quietly, just on his own, like just continue reading until he gets bored and just goes and gets bored of the book or finishes reading whatever he's reading or whatever, and go to sleep afterwards.
Sure, and periodically you hear that same thunder sound, so, pretty safe guess to say that it's raining outside. You guys are currently underneath, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
Okay. Ralph, make a
As I'm going to bed?
As you're asleep,
Oh boy.
make a perception check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, I dropped my die. Move it down to pick it
It's going away. It's rolling away.
up. 3 or 7. So it's a fail nonetheless.
All right, so
A
they both
fail or a
failed. 3
worse
failed,
fail?
even worse.
Yeah.
You don't hear a single thing. You sleep pretty soundly.
That's what I do on this
And-
podcast. I just sleep and not notice things.
Yep. And everything is fine. The night goes calm, and then you hear a knock on your door.
Huh? I'm gonna open the door. What? Who is it?
But also you hear Kyle. You hear a knock on your door.
Kyle kind of gets up and shakes the sleep out of his eyes and goes to open the door.
Yeah. Who is it?
I'm assuming it's sometime in the morning.
It is the morning. It's about what time did I say it? It's about 8 in the morning ish.
Nice.
Okay.
And you see a Magnazone. And I know I sent you the list of characters. I want to point out in particular that the Magnazone was not there during the meet and greet.
Uh-oh. Okay.
The Magnazone it first is in Kyle's room and says, could you come with me?
Kyle just points holds up a finger just 1 second, goes, grabs his bag, and then follows the Magnazone.
And the Magnazone walks over to Ralph's room, knocks the door. Ralph, do you want to open it or not?
I'm opening it.
The Magnazone barges into your room at this point.
Yeah, what do you want? Also, what time is it?
It's 8 in the morning.
Okay, yeah. Fine, it's morning, but what do you want?
I have orders to search your room.
What? Why?
And Magnazone basically ignores you and starts searching your room.
No, hold on. I have. Is there a Bill of Rights in this country?
Sure. Think of it sort of like the U.S. Constitution. I don't know.
Okay. It is my
Going.
4th Amendment right that you cannot just search my property without a warrant. Do you have a warrant, mister?
Magnazone pulls out a warrant.
Oh. Is it signed by a judge?
It is signed by a judge.
What?
Huh?
So
well,
Magnazone continues. Magnazone continues to search your room,
I guess
and
search around. I don't have
eventually-
anything wrong here.
and Magnazone pulls out a bag full of all sorts of random items, and says, "Mr. Ralph, you are under arrest for thievery." And
What?
that's where we will end this episode.
What? I'm in it. What if I haven't done anything besides talk to a couple of singers and the one old guy? What? No, I'm innocent.
Tell it to
Ta-da.
the judge.
No. Okay.
So, how was that for episode 1?
I'm scared of what. If this is episode 1, I'm terrified of what's happening in the rest of the arc.
I'm hyped. This is a fun note to start out on.
Yeah, me getting jailed.
Yes.
Oh no.
All right. With that said, I have been your DM, your GM, your PM, Anirudh himself. I almost forgot that.
I've been Mansour playing Ralph, now maybe a convict?
And I've been Muhammad playing Kyle.
And until next time, take care.